So in this video, what we're going to be seeing is how you can enter your individual or one-on-one stats. We're continuing along for entering our stats for today, Thursday, September 27th. And you'll see that in previous videos, we have entered our stats for the group that we did. We've entered our stats or canceled the group class for the one class that was canceled instead of just deleting that booking. We've entered our mini group stats for Hansel and Gretel, and we've entered our mini group stats for the 5 residents who did some standing balance together after the group class. And so now we're going to do our individual stats, which is why this tab is green. And the way you can do that is by going down here and clicking on the plus beside your name, and it opens up a new window, and you'll see that you have the opportunity to you do have the opportunity to copy your bookings forward. What I was going to say is you have the opportunity to add residents one by one or to copy your bookings forward from a previous day. There is a big advantage to copying your bookings forward because we do encourage all of our team members for the PTAs to have a schedule of residents so that you're seeing the same residents on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. And the reason for that is because when you see the same people on Thursdays, plus or minus a couple, I mean, let's face it, sometimes there are cancellations, or in long-term care homes with RISE, sometimes we have to add residents onto our list. In general, though, when you tend to see the same people on Thursdays, you can copy your schedule forward from one Thursday to the next. And the benefit of that is when you copy forward your schedule from the previous Thursday, all of the modalities get copied forward with it. So it does save a lot of time doing stats. And we're all for saving time doing stats because less time in front of the computer means more time in front of the residents. So let's not look at how to enter the residents one by one right now. Let's look at how to copy our bookings forward, which is what this video is all about. So you can see here that the date that has come up is September the 20th, which was last Thursday. If for some reason when you got to this it was a different date, just remember to look at the calendar and see, okay, September 18th was a Tuesday. No, I want to do it from the Thursday. And that was the 20th. So you can just put your cursor at the end of the date and backspace or delete the last two and change it to the 20th. Then you would click on Find, because what Colago is going to do is find the residents that you actually did treatments, one-on-one treatments with on this date. And you'll see here that the button or the box that you're going to be clicking says Copy Checked Patients. So what you want to do is take a look at the names of the residents who show up on your list here. And for full-time PTAs who see 30, 35 people in a day one-on-one, you could have a long list, okay? Double check that list and make sure that everybody that has a check mark beside their name are people that you did see today and that you want to have on your list for September 27th so that you don't have to go remove them afterwards. So go ahead and copy the checked patients, and it takes not very long, as you'll see, and all of the names of the residents that you saw last Thursday as well as their modalities copy forward. So this will save you a lot of time. If for some reason you accidentally copied forward Mr. Jones here and you want to get rid of that name because you had added him to your list last week on Thursday because he was, say, sick on Wednesday, and so you went to see him Thursday, but you usually see him on Wednesdays and not Thursdays, what you can do is you can go in and actually remove him from your list in 2 different ways. The first way is by clicking on minus, and here it's going to say remove checked residents. So what you have to do is, now this could take longer for people with long lists, you have to remove the check marks from everybody that you don't want to remove and only leave a check mark for the one who you do want to remove. So that is one way that you can do it. So I'll just do that here and show you that it works. So click on remove checked residents. Colago will double check, are you sure you want to remove all the related minutes data? You would say okay, as long as you're sure that that is the person that you want to remove. And voila, he's been removed. I will just go back and put Mr. Jones back in again. I'll do it the same way, except instead of copying forward all of those bookings that are already there, I'm only going to copy forward the one that I just got rid of. So now he's back. The other way that you can do it, if you do have a long list of people that you don't want to uncheck to remove, is you can go in actually to the modality here, and you can delete the modality. So delete, and Colago asks, seriously, do you want to delete everything? Yes. And now there is no name, no modality left under his name. What you will notice is when you refresh your screen, his name is gone. So that's the other way that you can remove that resident from your list of people that you have stats to enter. I'll just go back and put him back in again. There we go. What I will remind you of is so the reason that you would remove somebody from your list is because you actually didn't see them or didn't try to see them today. If you did try to see Mr. Jones, you would have to enter a refusal reason for the treatment and not just delete it, because we do need to keep track of that. Now we will show you how to enter the refusals in a different video. I did just want to show you how to copy forward your schedule. In this case, we only have 5 residents on the one-on-one list, or the one-to-one or individual list. For PTAs who are working full days, they may have 6, 8, 10 pages of residents to go through. And all you would need to do then is you can either click on the drop down arrow thing here, and it'll show you one of one, one of two, two of two, three of three, like all of the different pages that you could go to. Or you'll have previous or next as the buttons to scroll back and forth between the pages of residents. You can only have 10 per page. So if you've seen 30 some residents, you'll probably have 4 pages of individual stats to go through. If you're more than one PTA in your home, and some of our homes have 4, 5, 6 PTAs, and everybody's seeing 30 or so residents, you could have 18 or 20 pages of stats to go through because everybody's residents show up in alphabetical order. Okay, so for now, that is how you copy forward your schedule. And I do encourage you to have a schedule so that you have similar residents on every Monday, on every Tuesday, because it does make it much easier than adding each name and then going and adding each modality. All you have to do is click a button and they all get copied forward. It saves a lot of time.